What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation, and welcome back to another video. Today we have the March 2024 Charleston International Airport update for you guys. We have a extremely exciting video here for you guys today with international service starting, new routes, and all sorts of stuff to go over in today's video. Like I said, I really hope you all enjoy. And anyways, let's just get started. We're going to start down over here in the southwest section. So we have the two southwest only gates. Bravo 2 there in the back is occupied by the 737 MAX 80 for Southwest. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago Midway after arriving in from Nashville. Chicago Midway is a 2 daily. Nashville is a 2 daily, although we do get a 3rd daily flight here on Sunday. Here on the left, we have the Southwest 77-700 here in the Colorado 1 livery. This guy is going to be heading on over to Denver after arriving in from Baltimore. Denver is a 1 daily. Baltimore is a 3 daily, but we'll get 4 daily fairly often. The JetBlue A220-300 is currently going to be heading on over to New York John F. Kennedy after arriving in from Boston. He is flown in for an A220-300. As I do not have an E190. JetBlue, though, both these Boston and JFK services are up to 2 daily from 1 daily. So super awesome to see that. Now getting 5 daily JetBlue flights, 2 to Boston, 2 to JFK, and 1 to Fort Lauderdale. The Frontier A320neo is going to be is in the Baja, the Whale Shark Tail today. This guy is going to be heading on over to Philadelphia. That is a 3 weekly. Pretty sure we had the increased frequency here. Yes. So that service we started this month as a 3 weekly. That's super awesome to see. That's back. Frontier got some new news coming up here. It can be very exciting to go over that. We got the Spirit A320neo right here. This guy is going to be heading on over to Newark after arriving in from Fort Lauderdale. Newark is a 1 daily. Fort Lauderdale also 1 daily. Spirit with some news. I should have put it. Or no, I got Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, that's up to a 1 daily from 5 weekly. So super awesome to see that. We do have a little bit of news to go over here for Spirit, which we will hit at the end of the video. The American A319 right here, this is with the Sharklets, is currently taxiing out to the runway for the flight on over to Washington Reagan after arriving in from Miami. Miami, a 2 daily. Washington Reagan, mainly a 5 daily, getting 4 daily on Saturdays. Mainly seeing these A319s and E175s. But also seeing the CRJ-900 quite a bit, and then the CRJ-700 even. The American Eagle E175 right here is going to be heading on over to Philadelphia on the turnaround service. We are getting 2 of these a day. On Sunday through Friday, we get an A320, but then on Saturday, we are getting a PSA CRJ-900 right there. So very nice. Glad to see this A320 making its way in here. I don't think we've seen one of these here on the Philadelphia service, so that's really interesting. But glad to see that is coming in now. We have this American 737-800 here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Dallas-Fort Worth after arriving in from Charlotte. So Charlotte's a very busy service here. We are getting 3 to 4, mainly 4 737-800s a day. But the lowest we'll get is 3, so that's crazy. And then the A319, we're getting 1, and then on Saturdays 2 a day. The CRJ-900 we get every day except Saturday. Mainly getting 2 daily, but we get an extra 3rd daily flight there on Wednesday. Dallas-Fort Worth, we have a pretty much just a standard layout. It is 3 daily right there, which is nice to see. 1 A319, 1 737-800. The only difference being on Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we get an A320. But on Mondays and Tuesdays, that goes up to an A321. So just a little bit of difference there, but still very nice consistency. The United Express E170 right here is going to be heading on over to Washington Dulles after arriving in from Newark. Newark is a 3 daily right there, surprisingly. Mainly seeing this E175 and 737 MAX 8. Then the 737 MAX 9 we do see quite often, but then we also get an A319 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. The A319 right here for United is in the Evo Blue livery. This guy is going to be heading on over to Denver after arriving in from Chicago O'Hare. Chicago O'Hare is mainly a 3 daily, but then it goes pretty much on and off between 2 and 3 daily. Mainly 3 daily, though. You'll see the Evanston 5, 1819 mainly on that route, but then on Friday, you will get a 737 -700 flight. So that's really interesting to see right there. The Evanston 5 Republic operated. Then Denver, that's super consistent, just a 1 daily, 8 through 19. The Breeze E-195 here is going to be heading on over to, we'll say Tampa, after arriving in from Islip. Islip is a 2 weekly, Monday, Friday. Tampa is a really odd kind of curveball route here. That is a 6 weekly, except Tuesday, but really interesting schedule. So on Sundays and Thursdays, we get an E-195, which is what this guy's flying. On Mondays and Fridays, we get 2 A220-300s, not 1, 2. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays, we just get the 1 A220-300. So super interesting to see that there's multiple days where you get 2 daily flights. Yeah, it's not a 1 daily. We still have 0 flights on Tuesday. So kind of the oddball service here. And then the Breeze A220-300 back here is going to be heading on over to Akron Canton after arriving in from Windsor Locks. Those are other 2 kind of big services right here. We have Akron Canton, that is a 5 weekly, mainly, except Mondays and Fridays. Mainly getting this A220-300 on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, but then Wednesdays and Saturdays we do get the E-195. Windsor Locks are other super close route to hitting 1 daily outside of a 1 daily route, which I didn't cover. That at Windsor Locks is a 6 weekly, except Tuesday. You'll see the E-195 on Sundays and Thursdays only. And then you have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on the A220-300. We have Alaska back here in Gay Alpha 6, so they moved back to Alpha 6 after going back to Bravo 8, I think it was. It might have been Bravo 10. This guy's going to be making the 1 daily flight on over to Seattle. We get the mix of the 17-800, 900DR, and MAX 9 here on this route. So super interesting to see there, but still a very cool aircraft to have. And kind of get some more diversity in this terminal, so very nice. The Delta A220-100 right here is going to be making the nonstop turnaround service on over to Boston. You have the A220-100 running on the weekends, the A220-300 running on the weekdays. So that's super awesome to see, getting the A220-300 in. I was thinking about putting it in this update, but I wasn't going to. I'm going to save it probably for San Antonio. So expect to see that in the next update. The Delta Connection E-175 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over. This guy's going to be heading on over to New York John F. Kennedy after arriving from New York LaGuardia. These are pretty similar, both getting the E-175 and CRJ-900. E-175 is Republic operated, CRJ-900 Endeavor operated. The only difference is LaGuardia is mainly getting 2 CRJ-900s compared to 1 E-175, but they get 2 E-175s. So that's a 4 daily right there. New York John F. Kennedy only getting 1 CRJ-900, but still the 2 E-175s. LaGuardia, you do have a little bit of a dip down to the 2 CRJ-900s, 1 E-175 there on Saturdays, but still a very nice service right there. And then finally here to finish it off for at least Delta Airlines, the 737-9GR. This guy's going to be heading on over to Atlanta. One of mainly 8 daily. We do get 7 daily fairly often though. Surprisingly getting the consistency handled here. Only the 737-9GR this month. Thought that was really interesting. Maybe like 1 737-800 throughout the week, but mainly the 737-9GR. So that was very interesting to see. And then to finish it off here, we have this KLM 787-10. This guy just arrived in from Boeing Painfield up in Seattle. He's going to be doing some routine maintenance here, and then he's going to be continuing on over to Amsterdam so he can start his service again. Alright, so we do have a lot of news to go over. Really quick, I'm going to just hit this Allegiant service. I'm going to hit Allegiant here real quick. That Pittsburgh service restarted. That is a 2 weekly seasonal service right there, so that's super awesome to see. Alaska, when I went over there, I forgot to say that their service is up to a 1 daily from 5 weekly, so that's super awesome to see right there. JetBlue, we already went over them. Southwest, Chicago Midway is up to a 2 daily from 1 daily, so that's super awesome to see. Spirit, I'm going to hit them real quick. if it will focus. Spirit here, that Fort Lauderdale service we already went over that up to a 1 daily there. Fort Myers, that seasonal service has ended, so that sucks to see. Although next month we have another Spirit service starting, stay tuned for that. And then Tampa down to a 2 weekly from 3 weekly. It's a little bit of a drop there. Now the really interesting news coming in. I'm actually going to start here with Breeze, as they are the biggest and best news of always. Although Frontier has some pretty cool news here. So New Orleans down to a 4 weekly from 5 weekly. The only bit of bad news here for Breeze. You have Orlando, that's up to a 4 weekly from 3 weekly. Pittsburgh up to a 4 weekly from 2 weekly. And then Providence, a 1 daily service right there. So the first time we're seeing 1 daily on the Providence route, and our only 1 daily service right now, although we have a few that are very close. Akron Cannon's a 5 weekly. Windsor Locks 6 weekly. You have Tampa 6 weekly, and then you multiple 4 weeklies with Pittsburgh, Orlando, New Orleans, all 4 weekly right there. So very interesting to see that Providence service up to a 1 daily. Love to see that though. And then we have a new service in Manchester, New Hampshire. That's going to start June 14th as a 2 weekly, A220-300. Now the really interesting news, and I was honestly shocked by this, is Frontier Airlines is launching a new route, a year-round service to Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. That is going to start May 17th as a 4 weekly on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. When I first saw this, I was shocked by this, but I think this is a really cool addition for Frontier. Finally, hopefully, going to be able to turn things around, as this Philadelphia service has been really on and off. You just had them coming back from about a 2-3 week suspension on that service. You have it out 2 to 3 weekly, so I mean, hopefully seeing this start as not only a 4 weekly, but a new year-round start here for Frontier, that's going to be super awesome. Hopefully we could see some more of these start to pop, but hopefully we'll see a Frontier turnaround. That's really awesome to see right there, though, so good for Frontier. That's about it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Oh, shoot, I forgot. How did I forget this? I know it's the March update. Even though I do in the beginning of the month, still want to include it. Air Canada starts their CRJ-900 service out to Toronto this month. I'm not sure what gate they'll park in. I'll be able to have that in April. I won't be able to put in the plane, as I do not have an Air Canada CRJ-900, although I'd love to get one. So maybe down the line I'll be able to get one of those. But that's going to be super exciting. Finally being able to get some international service back here. I know Air Canada did serve out of here a while ago, but seeing international return here to Charleston, that's going to be super cool. So I'm glad to see that. But outside of that, that's it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.